You've seen the aftermath of the murder and you've heard talk of heroism, but the real story of the people and the pain hasn't been told until now. Tom Gasparoli has tonight's Dimension.
Leech Lake and the land around it is sacred ground. But something evil happened here.
This is life or death.
That's Sue Aiken's voice, a few months before the morning she drove down this dirt road.
Either he's going to end up killing me or he's going to end up in prison.
With her husband hiding in the trunk. He'd been stalking her all night.
Right now, it just does not look good.
We knew. Sue knew. Everybody knew.
A few miles from here, a bus bore down the highway through the early fog. School bus number 5. 61-year-old Dick Coons at the wheel. Innocence in the seats behind him.
My last stop, I just picked up 3 kids. All of a sudden, I heard a shot, or what I thought was a shot.
I hear Walker Base. This is an emergency.
School Secretary Sherry Winter calls 911.
There's a vehicle out there with a person with a shotgun. So you just shot somebody. Somebody? Yes.
It just felt like it wasn't real.
But it was.
But I made the right turn here, and he'd already taken that one shot.
I tell them to pull them kids out of there. Get them all out of there.
Sue Aiken was already out of her car, fighting the gunfire with the only weapon she had.
She come out of the car with the keys and this canister of whatever she was spraying.
Get the kids all out, okay?
But there was no time.
I stopped crying, and I wanted my mom.
He took a shot at her, and she withstood that one. I don't know how, but she did.
Cozy Watchke was the bus monitor on board with the children.
I says, get down on the floor in the aisle, and heads down. And I mean, keep him there. The sawed-off shotgun with the pump action, and he was standing there, multi-shots going on.
Yeah, Mike, get your boots on and your gun with you. We got a person that was shot in front of a school bus.
Bus number 5 stopped when Sue Aiken's car careened and crashed into the front of it.
She came back around the front of her car and around to the door over here.
With a very torturing look on his face.
No, I was sitting here looking out that window at it, yeah. Banging on the door and call the police, and I just told her I already had.
I think he had a horrible decision to make.
And he definitely has a gun with him.
Dick, he was very calm.
There's a reason for that. You see, Dick Coons was once a Twin Cities cop.
To protect and serve, protect. That's all you can do.
There was another old instinct at work, too, as he stared down and armed Alvin Aiken.
Yeah, I could feel the .357 in the hand from way back when. I wanted him.
Dick Coons kept the door closed.
We had to give up 1 to save 23. Bad as it sounds, that's just the way it was.
Because I'm afraid he'll try to kill me.
And he just walked up and point blank put it in her.
Were they shooting at the bus or just these people there?
You have no idea until the situation comes right down to that last split second what you're going to do.
Boyd McClarty is the Walker School superintendent.
And I'm not sure that every one of us would have made the same decision.
My heart skipped a few beats there.
Carl and Kathy Frazier's grandchildren were on bus number 5.
I would hate to have to make the choice that he made, but, I know it was the right choice.
And it seems Sue Aiken may have made her last choice the right choice, too.
She never tried to push the doors open.
She never asked to come on a bus at all.
I don't think he'll ever completely stop.
Mary Tooker and her husband Steve sheltered Sue on their property right up until the day she died. Even installed audio monitors to listen for Alvin Aiken.
That was her life. That was her fear. That was Sue.
Sue's entire adult life was as twisted as her final trip. Thanks to Alvin Aiken, she's testified to 29 years of abuse, some of it told in these pages, unspeakable here. Sue's pain led her to volunteer work, trying to stop the pain for others. But she still couldn't outrun her husband, bound and determined to destroy. So what happened to Alvin Aiken? Well, he wasn't done after his morning of terror. Some 7 hours later, he ended up at this farm miles away, took a 69-year-old man hostage, Lamont Emery, put a shotgun to his chest and said they were both going to die. Emery asked for a moment to pray. Aiken seemed shaken with that, pulled the shotgun back, and took off down that road. Not long after that, as he sat in the woods in Sue's car, Alvin Aiken killed himself.
This was needless.
But a community of parents and kids still need to thank Dick and Cozy. Last Sunday, they did at this appreciation dinner. Some call them both heroes.
I'm not a hero. Nope.
If not a hero, what are you?
School bus driver. If I would have been a hero, she'd be alive.
Sue Aiken had only a few moments left when Cozy ran off the bus and up to her as she lay on the ground that morning. Sacred ground.
Her eyes went shut and she was just at peace.
Right now, it just does not look good. I can't live like this anymore.
Sue finally escaped her hell on earth. What a price to pay for peace.
Did he hit her?
From what they're telling me, she's been shot.
What a price.
But our main hero is Sue Aiken.
For Dimension, I'm Tom Gasparoli.